Good morning, my dear students, and a very warm welcome to all of you in this e-learning program. Friends, I hope you remember we are doing which lesson? We are doing chapter number 15, that is some natural phenomena. And in that, we are discussing about what is lightning and how it came into existence. There are various ways by which we can learn the topic, but we are going further in the Prachi textbook, so we'll follow it strictly. In the last lecture, you studied about some static charges and their interactions. What is static charge? So, when it is in the steady state, it is, you can call it as static. So, in order to detect it, we already know that a device that is called as electroscope is used to check whether the object is carrying any charge or not. So that is what an electroscope is. So let us please first note it down. Try to recall, we have already done this concept in our first lecture. Electroscope, a device used to check whether the object is carrying charge or not. How is the electroscope now? Let us understand. First, I'll explain you what is this electroscope. Basically, it is a jar, a glass jar, which contains two metallic foils and this is the brass rod. cap is given to it, and this is how it is arranged. This is the brass plate. It is made up of brass, and over here two foils are kept. These are the leaves of gold. Somewhat something, the arrangement is like this: a glass jar, and its top is insulated. This is insulation cover, and this is brass rod. And here are the gold leaves, and this is the metallic foil. Now, whenever, how does it function and how it is useful to us? The next topic which we are studying is transfer of charge by conduction. That is our next particular topic, and how can we transfer the charge? So, one of the way by which the charge can be transferred is we will be learning. There are many ways. When any uncharged body is brought near charged body, at that time the flow will take place. This is another way, that is the electroscope will be used to transfer the charge. Now, what is an electroscope? It is a device which is used to detect whether any object is carrying charge or not. What can we do? We can just place the object at the top over here. If the gold leaves will diverge, then it is carrying charge, and if they are remaining in the steady state position, then it does not carry any charge. So in this way we can conclude that whether any object is carrying charge or not. So here it is. This is about the arrangement. This is the brass rod, these are the golden leaves, this is the glass jar, these are the metallic foils which are adjusted over here, and the arrangement is somewhat something like this. Okay, so note down this, then we'll study on how can charge be transferred by the use of an electroscope. So please note down this, then we'll study the activity. Remember, this green part is insulated, while at the top we are having this as, this is brass, yellow colored. So it's totally like the conduction will become possible. In between it's insulated and its rod is allowed to move. So at the top also brass, and over here also brass. And there is vacuum inside, it's a closed one. Now, let's move further on the next activity. What is the next activity? The next activity is to demonstrate that how can charge be transferred by direct touching or conduction. By conduction or by direct touching. It is one and the same thing. For that, which are the things which we need? Materials required are the materials which we need for it is a gold leaf electroscope, ebonite rod, we need a gold leaf electroscope, ebonite rod for this many things are needed. Let's move further on its diagram. Now, let us understand this with the help of a diagram. Diagram is very much essential in any activity because you will be able to write the whole of the activity on the basis of just the diagrams. Yes, if we talk about physics or chemistry or biology, any of the content, then unless and until you see its pictorial view, things will become more clear. So let us now see how can we demonstrate the transfer of charge by using electroscope. For this, you need to first place the electroscope on your table. So let us first place the electroscope on your table. For this, first, now on this table we'll set our gold leaf electroscope. So let us place the gold leaf electroscope. Now the two metallic foils in it. Draw it with me. Now the brass rod with two gold leaves. This is the brass rod and here is the metallic disc. Draw it with me quickly. These are leaves. This is metallic disc. And here are two gold leaves. Which are kept in the steady state position. Okay, so this is about the whole of the arrangement. Now, what we have to do is, we have to rub an ebonite fur. Okay, once you will rub the ebonite fur, it will get charged, negatively charged. And we have to bring that near this metallic disc. We have to touch it. So, what will happen? Let's observe. For this, we need to draw the electroscope again. Draw it with me, chalo. These are the metallic foils. And now this metallic disc over here of brass. Now what we are bringing near it? We are bringing near it, we are touching the ebonite rod to it, which is negatively charged. So when ebonite rod is brought near it, what will happen? The gold leaves will diverge. First they were in the steady state position. Next, when the ebonite rod, the charged ebonite rod is brought near it, at that time what will happen is this golden leaves will diverge. Draw it. Now remove the ebonite rod and what you have to do? Just put your hand over here at the top. Okay. Remove the ebonite rod and the same. You have to put your hand. Now When the finger is kept over here, then the gold leaves come to their normal position. So this is how you can understand the whole of the activity of transfer of charging by conduction. First of all, we took the electroscope, then we rub the ebonite fur, and once you rub the ebonite fur, the gold leaves get charged and so they divert. Once you put your finger, what happens? All the charge gets transferred to the earth. So this is how the transfer of charges take place by charging. This gold leaves were at normal position. But when the gold leaves, ebonite rod was kept over it, the gold leaves got diverged. And when these leaves got diverged, we can say that the leaves, they are getting diverged because they are getting charged. So whatever part is left out for you in drawing, do it. I am giving you 1 minute time, then we will understand the whole of the experiment and we will write the whole experiment. Okay, and this is how we can study that there is charging by conduction. I hope that you are drawing the content with me only as I say to you. Slowly, slowly, you might have completed it. If not, I am giving you some amount of time. Please see it, then we'll start noting it. Be quick. Now, let us write the whole of the experiment. The procedure is over here. Take a gold leaf electroscope on your table. And observe it. Next, rub an ebonite rod with fur. Once you rub the ebonite rod with fur, gets and touch the fur to touch the rod to the metallic disc. Once you bring it, what will you see? The leaves get diverged. Then record your observation. Then what you have to do? Bring your hand near the metallic disc and put your finger at the metallic disc. After that, again you have to record your observation. What we observed, that is what we studied, that only we have to mention now. So, what we studied? Observation. In the beginning, the gold leaves were at their normal position. This is because they were uncharged. Next, what happened? When the ebonite rod was brought near it, the gold leaves diverged. Why this happened? Because gold leaves got charged when the ebonite rod was brought near it. So this happened because leaves were charged. Next, on placing the finger at the metallic disc, the leaves came into their original position. Why this happened? Because through our body, all the charge was transferred to the earth. Now, why does this happen? Because through our body, the charge gets transferred to the earth. So, this is about the complete observation. I hope you are clear with this content. Now, note down the theory part, that is the procedure and the observation which is left out for you. Be quick, there are few points only. The next observation, Now, let us go through the whole of the content of today. In the beginning, we started with what is an electroscope. What is an electroscope? It is a device which is used to detect the presence of charge on a body. This is how its arrangement is. You're having the cap of it is an insulator. This is the brass whole metallic means brass thing. These are golden leaves in the glass jar. The metallic foils are kept over here, and the gold leaves they diverge whenever they are developing any kind of charge on it. This is the simple basic principle on which this device is working. Now, next part. This is our main thing, that is the diagrams which are explaining how the uh, leaves got charged and discharged. In the beginning, the golden leaves are at the normal position, which shows that they don't have any kind of charge. When the ebonite rod rubbed with fur is brought near the metallic disc, the gold leaves will get diverged. Once they get diverged, what happens and why they are getting diverged? It is because they get charged. Next, when you are bringing your finger near uh, the metallic disc, you will observe that they are returning back to their original position. Now, why are they returning back to their original position? They are returning back to their original position because through the finger the charge gets transferred to the earth, and that is all we have done today. I hope you have understood the complete activity. In our next particular session, we will study about natural phenomena which is lightning. How does the light gets produced during the like thunder day or whenever the rain is coming? What is actually happening in the sky? That we are going to study, and we are going to study about the Franklin's very easy and very important experiment. So that's all for today's content. Thank you so much, my dear students, for listening to me, and have a very good day. Bye bye.